Hello, welcome to Meet in the Middle Movies. I'm Mindy.
I'm Elin.
And we're that bald couple at the cinema. We just got out of Avatar Fire and Ash. And if you saw our quick out of the theater reaction, you know we liked it. So we're going to get into some details, but spoiler free for this one.
Yep.
So we're going to go into more detail about what we thought. And why don't you start us off?
I really liked it. I thought it was, as I mentioned in my out of the theater reaction, I thought it was the strongest story-wise of the franchise.
Yeah.
And the reason, I think I have a theory why that may be.
Okay.
So the first one, it was all about showcasing this groundbreaking effects, really motion mocap, things like that. And then the last one was about showing how they could do mocap underwater now and things like that.
Yeah.
This time there wasn't any new groundbreaking things, but they perfected the effects they already had.
Right.
And I think that made it to where James Cameron could focus more on the story itself.
Yeah, you might be onto something there. If there are some new challenges that they had, they're more nuanced details that those of us who don't know the details might not.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there was anything new, it wasn't anything big for the average viewer.
No, but everything looks spectacular.
Oh, gorgeous, though. I mean, yeah. Not saying I'm not impressed anymore all of a sudden.
I don't see how this movie doesn't win the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects.
Yeah, this was gorgeous. It was so beautiful.
I turn this way, right?
You do, yeah.
I remember.
Okay, so I'm getting some directions going for us too. Our town has the most adorable tradition over at one of the farms outside of town where they do spud nuts on solstice, or near solstice. Anyway, back to the movie stuff. So I agree. I think it was absolutely gorgeous. The plot was stronger. We get more with the conflict between different groups of Na'vi. You've seen in the previews, I'm sure, that it's the fire people.
The ash people, yeah.
Yes, the ash people allying with some of the humans to try to achieve their common goal. I'm gonna have to see some of this back to back, which would be quite a marathon, a very long one.
Oh my gosh.
But
that'd be like Lord of the Rings again.
Yeah, after as much as I can, or maybe night to night, I'll have to do some back to back. I felt like the action sequence at the end was far more of an enticing flow. Right? The first two, you'd get those battle sequences, but then you'd get those smaller moments with one-on-one or something. Yeah. This did have that, but something about the flow was just better.
I thought the action was definitely the best in the series so far, and that's saying a lot because the action has been fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I think one thing that, in my opinion, I just go this way, right? Yeah. One thing, in my opinion, that I've always thought is a bit of a thing I wish they wouldn't have done in the Avatar movies is sometimes the action comes flying at you so fast and it feels like a blur. This one, they took their time.
Yeah.
Like the final action scene is probably at least 30 minutes.
Right?
Like the final fight is probably at least 30 minutes.
But not in a way that felt too long.
No.
In my opinion.
No.
Yeah.
And it was layer upon layer, and it was much more, I mean, Way of Water had that final action scene that I felt went by way too quick. The first Avatar, I like the multi-story action final battle that they have. Yes. This one is much more like that first one, I felt like.
In a way, the second one felt like more set up an exposition to come to this.
Yeah. So
I know there are going to be more Avatar movies, so it's not like this was the end of it, but I think this was a nice culmination of the 3 films so far.
Yeah, it was definitely it wrapped up a lot of questions. It asked a lot of questions. Some of the things that I thought were a bit of a weakness was I feel like with the length of the movie we still brushed by some some plot points, like there was some points where it felt like something would happen and to be like, okay, you might have mentioned that in a scene like 2 hours ago.
Oh, I know a few things you're talking about.
Yeah.
At first I thought,
and then also it's like, wait,
to...
where did that come?
Okay.
Then you have to. Yes. That's the only problem with how long this movie is they mention things towards the beginning that you have to carry that memory in order for things to make sense.
Yes.
If that does make sense.
Yes. Also, along the way, I had a couple moments where I felt like character directions, character choices didn't make sense to me.
I disagree with that.
I know. We'll get into that. I think you actually agree with one of them that I'm thinking of
Just
that
go
we
forward.
didn't
Yeah, just go
discuss
forward.
yet, but we'll go into this in the spoiler review. But there were a couple of character choices that got on my nerves because to me there wasn't continuity there with who the character is. So
Okay, so here's the big question. We talked,
Yeah.
James Cameron obviously directed the heck out of this thing. The screenplay was the best screenplay of the series.
Yeah.
Visual effects is absolutely fantastic.
guys, this is going to be a bumpy video because it's literally a dirt road
Yeah.
that we go through on this.
I want to know, in your opinion,
Yes.
who was the strongest mocap performance in this one?
Ooh. That's so hard. I'm trying to not be biased here because I'm a massive Kate Winslet fan.
Okay.
Massive Kate Winslet fan, but I am going there. Her character has quite a few incredible moments in this film, and I think she just did a beautiful job.
Okay. I'm actually going to go in a different direction. I have to look up the name.
Okay.
I thought that Una Chaplin, who played Varang, the leader of the Ash people,
Oh, yeah.
not
Terrifying.
Yeah. not throughout the whole movie, but
Really?
the first scene with her in Quaritch in the camp,
Okay.
that was
Yeah.
incredible. I thought.
You might have beat me on that choice. She was just terrifying.
Sam Worthington does a good job. I mean, it feels like this is the role he will be forever known for.
Yeah.
Zoe Saldana proving she deserves the Oscar. Granted, I did not like the movie she won the Oscar for.
Yeah.
But it was really, really good. Everyone did such a great job from top to bottom.
Absolutely.
All right, so I think there's only one thing left to do, and that is score this thing.
Gotta
So,
score it.
what is your score, my dear?
This was a solid 8 for me.
A solid 8.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to give this. I'm going to make the meet in the middle score really, really simple. I agree.
Okay.
It's an 8.
Oh, well, there you go.
So that's a meet in the middle score of 8.
8 points.
So,
8 out of 10.
yep. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Meet in the Middle Movies. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, we're going to have our spoiler discussion of this one. You don't want to miss it because I think this is going to be a fun movie to break down.
Yeah. And apparently we're going
Spoilers-wise.
to argue a little,
I think
which
so.
I think people love to see.
I think so. So, all right, take us out.
Absolutely. So you stay bold, we'll stay bald, and we'll see you next time.